The best point guard ever.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry.
Puts the defense behind the back. That could be the greatest move I've ever seen.
The first unanimous MVP is definitely special.
Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! The fourth title in 8 years.
The greatest shooter in NBA history. He's having himself quite the summer here. He's taking a trip to China, the U.S. Open. He's getting a highway exit named after him outside of Davidson College in North Carolina.
Exiting Curry.
And now, exactly, he's on a little media tour for his new book. Steph, he was on the Today Show yesterday, and he was discussing how he's extended his prime. And he said this, quote, "I'm going into year 17 and really have this belief that I can be at the top of my game again and win at the highest level." He is 37 years old. He led the league in three-point shooting last year. Brian, do you believe that Steph can still reach that apex level here?
I do. I think he was fabulous last year. You know, he has been on the All-NBA team 11 straight times when he's been eligible. That 1 year where he had the injuries, only played 5 games. Other than that, 11 straight years. He's led the league in three-pointers in 4 of the last 5 seasons. He actually had the second best free throw season of his career last year. His physical conditioning is excellent. Okay, he may not be in his prime anymore. No, the Warriors no longer have the best roster in the NBA, which they did throughout a big portion of his career. But I see no reason to believe Steph Curry is going to materially slow down anytime soon. And if I was a Warriors fan, I would be very excited by those comments.
Very excited about those comments. A little concerned about the construction of your team. I think the biggest thing that will help Steph Curry is getting some help. Send the man some help. Now, we know that the big issue going into, I guess, the midway point for the Golden State Warriors was winning the non-Steph Curry minutes.
Right.
Add Jimmy Butler, and they started winning. Just a little bit of bad luck towards the end of the playoffs. But still, they need to find a third star so that he can really cook. We know Draymond Green's there as a facilitator, but Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and someone. Now, I know the asterisk is around Jonathan Kuminga. That situation, figuring that out, navigating that. But if they're able to find that star and improve, that is where Steph Curry will truly shine. He can do bad all by himself, but we want him to continue to elevate and, you know, play these meaningful games, and so that will take a team effort.
Right, and when you look at the fact that it was Steph Curry who said after he won Finals MVP, who's that? Who's that?
But I'm saying we already know. We already know about Steph. We already know about Steph. This is not an individual sport. This is not golf. This is not tennis. You need a team, right? And not only do you need the team to help you win the championship, because that's what Steph is trying to do towards the last part of his career, is bring home number 5. You need to limit the distractions. And right now, it's still a distraction right now for the Golden State Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga. Janae, you just alluded to, you just talked about it, right? What are they going to do with him? This young, they need a third star. Can he be that third star? A guy that you drafted in the lottery, a guy that shows he has a promising future, and you're still in the midst right now of having turmoil with this young man for his contract negotiation. He don't feel wanted. I don't know if he wants to be there. I don't know if Steve Kerr really wants him to be there. I don't know if Steve Kerr really believes in him. So when you talk about Steph Curry, we know he's going to do what he's supposed to do. He's going to max out. But again, you need the organization not to have distractions. And right now, this is a huge distraction, and you don't need that going into this season, into training camp.
Perk, you basically want Jonathan Kuminga, his presence to be felt, right? You know, for them to make a decision. I thought you would come in Debo in this segment. You just were like allow me to reintroduce. I thought you were gonna come in stronger, Perk.
You know
what?
Came in too smooth. It's only Thursday. We still got another show for him to make sure to reach that level. But Perk, since you brought it up, that 1-year qualifying offer, $7.9 million, right? That's what's on the table, and that would give Jonathan Kuminga an implied no trade clause and allow him to become an unrestricted free agent. That's next season. So Kuminga, the clock's ticking. He has until October 1st to sign that qualifying offer, or they could agree on a longer deal, but that hasn't come to fruition in the last couple of months, and time is getting pressed. So, Brian, how much of Golden State's success this season do you think is going to hinge on what happens with Kuminga? Because we certainly have been talking about it a lot.
I think it's what happens with Kuminga's salary slot. And so that's what the real thing is here. Kuminga has not been able to establish himself with a solid role. And when he's often been at his best, it's when the other Golden State Warriors players haven't necessarily been on the court. And so what the Warriors have been trying to do here, although they would never announce this, is they're trying to sign Jonathan Kuminga to a contract that enables them to trade him, because they know he does have value elsewhere in the league. Kuminga naturally wants to be paid like he has proven of his talent. And so that's why they've been at loggerheads, especially in a market that is closed to free agency. Free agency is essentially over. And so I do believe that Kuminga is going to start this season on the Warriors.
Yeah.
And I do believe there is still a window for him to get a multi-year deal. However, I understand why both sides are dug in.
I agree with you. I do believe that Jonathan Kuminga is going to start the season on the Golden State Warriors, but this is a team that hasn't been able to make any other free agency moves because they've sort of been waiting on this domino to fall, and they've been waiting a long time. But while we're talking about Steph, Perk, there's something else I would love to get your thoughts on here, because he said, again, this is on the Today Show, that I think this is the most skilled era of basketball history. So, Perk, what do you think of that?
Ooh. Steph dropping a hot take, you know what I think of.
I think it's
time for one
big
of them.
Perks, big list.
Damn it, it's not your list. It's Big Perk's list. There's actually rules to this, okay? You will speak when spoken to. Give me some energy. Bam. That's it. Bam! 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 Put it up there. It's not your list. It's mine.
Janae, you wanted Debo? Well, damn it, I'm going to give it to you right now. This my list, Pump. This my list, Pump. Big Perks, big list of best skills in the NBA right now. Wendy, Shanae, Malika, y'all know the routine. Damn it, you will speak when spoken to, and you will bring the energy that is needed. Otherwise, you would not be part of this segment again. Coming in at number 5. Bam! Put it up there. SGA averaged 30 over the last 3 seasons, shooting over 50% from the field. You know why? Because he brought the mid-range shot back, and it is a skill, a high-level skill, the best to do it, for us being able to create space and be able to put the moves and get into his bag to shoot efficiently from the mid-range spot. SGA 6'6", a monster, usually guarded by tough defenders. He's number 5 on my list. Wendy, where you at? I need you for number 4.
Perk, I've been waiting all summer for this. Bam!
I know you have. I know you have. Jokic, the big fella, one of the most, if not the most skilled big to ever play the game of basketball. You know why? It's not because of the feathery touch around the basket. It's because of the dimes he be dropping off. His passing. He is the best passing big man we've ever seen. Averaged a triple-double last year.